Hi, welcome. So I have started a new intuitive practice, and I think I would call it intuitive scribbling, drawing, and casting. So I have some tea here. It's like people who read tea leaves, but I was like, I don't know, I'm a little shy about this because it's branching out into something new, but I've done it for a client and, well, a couple clients and myself, and just to see like, what is this? But I keep being called to do it. So I'm like, okay, I'm stepping into it. It's the thing where if you feel this call or this impulse to do something, it's usually for a reason, and then just take the baby step and then see what happens. So that's where we are. I've taken some baby steps and it's growing and it's feeling good, and there's a lot of alignment with the messages coming through. So we'll see. So anyway, hold on one moment, please. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, it's like I'm talking while kind of anchoring in different, like the energies that I'm feeling while doing the intuitive drawings until, through the course of doing a tarot reading, I'm doing that. And the intuitions, the feelings, the emotions, the felt senses get stronger and stronger. And then it's like peeling back the layers of an onion, and then something usually emerges in the form of messages that become more and more clear for the person, whoever's inquiring. And so with intuitive drawing, I'm finding that it's less about like traditional meanings of the cards or even what I bring to the meaning. It's more about really, really feeling into the intuition. So this is a message for whoever is meant to see or hear this at this time. So thank you for being here. Okay. Oh, interesting. So it might be hard to see because I'm at my studio and this isn't my normal setup with the better cameras and everything. So what we're going to do now, I've never used these before, but there's this tea that I bought at this place near me called Soul Restoration. It's the name of the place. And this is black cohosh because I'm in menopause, and they're like, this is good for menopause. Well, I don't like that at all. So it's just been sitting on my shelf, and it's like I should throw it out. And then I don't because I'm like, something tells me not to. And it's like, oh, I'm going to be using it for this. That's why I was told not to throw it out. So anyway, woo, it is earthy. So what we're going to do is toss out. We're going to make a mess, basically. So, which I'm not thrilled about. So I got to push past my comfort zone here of like tossing out a little bit of more information, I guess. Okay. We'll leave it at that. Enough mess. And then I like different sizes of things, and I'm like searching my studio for what I have got. And I'm like, okay, well, I have some of this. Oh, interesting. Let's do one more. Okay. So let's see what wants to emerge. Some feelings. I kind of want to push pause and go get my tea. I wonder if I have the option to pause. No, I can only stop. So we're not going to stop, and I just won't have my tea, and that's okay. So, I have to look something up. Hold on. Whenever I have an impulse to do something, I have to do it. What is the Roman numeral LB? I think it's 55. It is 55. Ooh, okay. So this is something, whoever's meant to see this, there is a really big transformation. 55. Okay. In numerology, the number 55 is often seen as a sign of transformative power, new potentials, and positive changes. It can also be interpreted as a message from the universe to embrace change and trust in your path. Let's go with that. So there's a big change coming, something that's going to bring something full circle for you. Now that might mean, you know, with that, it's like, to me, I relate it to the tarot card death, which is death and rebirth. And it's something, I'm getting all the chills. It's come full circle. There's an ending, meaning you're putting something to rest. It's not necessarily bad or good. I don't think in terms of good and bad, but it's something that will allow you to move forward, whatever that is for you. I'm getting, oh my God, the chills have already started. There's something, you're going in a new direction. Like, well, you kind of feel torn, actually. Like, you think that this closure means going one direction. Like, it's almost like the obvious choice. Like, it's the first direction that would come to mind for you. But actually, there's a different direction, and it might have something to do with your past, something very inspiring from your past. Yeah, that's definitely coming in. Man, I can't believe how many chills I'm getting. Okay, that feels like it resonates really true for someone. So it's like what this is saying, like trust in that other thing that will emerge, meaning the new path from your past, meaning a different path that somehow it relates to your past. Wait for that feeling to emerge, and then you'll know, like, to act on it. Don't take the big things that are just right in front of your face. At least slow down and consider them, use discernment. And if you do decide to go that direction, it might be short term, but eventually the ultimate path is the one that has some connection to your past. Okay, let's see what else. Man. There's a lot here. I feel like, what is that? This imagery of like a flower blooming, like blossoming, keeps coming to me. Almost like the symbolism of that is what's important. So, and I think it has something to do with that other path that's going to emerge. It will feel as if like spring has come, like a new beginning for sure, but something that's like beautiful and light, and it's almost like you're seeing the world in a new light, new colors, and getting the chills. And it's like a garden, and you can take anything literally if you want, but it's like this garden of like beauty. It's almost like you see the world now through rose-colored glasses, because something has been lifted from you that's been really heavy. Let's see what it is. For some of you, you've been working really, really hard, and it's caused a lot of stress. And something is saying to, like, pay attention. I know this is weird. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Pay attention to your kidneys, because the adrenals release the stress hormone. So something says, for some of you, maybe only a select few, like the kidneys are important. So if that rings true for you, pay attention. Maybe get them checked out. Maybe take some downtime. Definitely some of you are like workaholics, and it's saying like, oh, let me see what it's saying actually. There's a reason, yeah. That goes back to your past also. There's a reason why you feel like you have to work so hard. And it has something to do with, oh gosh, I'm getting some really big feelings here. Hold on. It's something like that. This might be two separate things. So take what resonates. Each of you, like some things in this image, like visual, is like some part of it is meant for some people, and some part might be meant for another person. So through life, it's like, again, doing the next thing that's in front of you has always come easy, right? And I think it's all related to that, like, path emerging. So this, like doing what has always seemed easy for you and like the next logical step perhaps, something is, let me see when, maybe the reason this transformation is emerging right now, or calling to you, is because some obstacle has been placed in your path that's caused that's caused you to pause and reconsider, like, why am I always pushing so hard? Why am I so thrown off why am I so disrupted when I feel like something's taking me off the easy path? Think about that, because that's ringing true. Like, every time like an obstacle gets put in my way, and I don't know if it's any time, this might be the first big one, and that's why it's such a big transformative experience right now, is because something really big has been put in your path. Like, there's been some amount of obstacle, and then it's almost like, if you don't consider what this is telling you or what lesson to learn from it, and how to connect back in with your peace on the inside and your true direction. It's all about directions, I feel like something's being placed in your path to say, okay, now's the time to switch gears. If you try to push through whatever this is weird for me to talk like this, so sorry. Sorry, not sorry again. Like, I feel like must be an important message, because I'm all lit up in chills. If you keep trying to push past this first big obstacle that's causing you to pause and reconsider your actions in life, if you try to keep pushing through that, there will be a bigger obstacle come into your path, and that won't be the fun one, and that is the one related to your health, that has to do with kidneys, what your stress hormones are going to end up doing physically to your body, that may be hard to bounce back from. Okay, so I'm just going to put that out there. It's like, you will bounce back, but it's like, why bother? Like, why go there? This is something that's in your path right now that's like a little abrupt, that's saying like you could try to push through it, but don't. Take the time to question what it's trying to tell you. Okay, so with that, it feels like there's so many pointers here to your past about clues, about when, like, that blossoming spring feeling, and when things were rosy and beautiful and just you were at peace, but not just at peace, calm, but like inspired and like, oh my God, I can do and have everything I want, and you do it out of good intention. And so there is like this light shining from your past saying, look here, this is a clue. Okay, I'm getting all the chills. Now, there is, I want to see if there's anything else coming through. I feel like for one or a couple of you, whoever sees this, whenever you see it, there is something about pregnancy or birth. Yeah. It almost feels like, okay, I'm just going to throw this out there. It's so specific. I'm new to this, so sheesh, take it with a grain of salt. If nothing else, it's entertainment value, right? So, but if it's for you, reach out and we'll do a deeper reading, okay? Because I don't want to leave you hanging. So, there is something about a surrogate mother. I don't know if that's your future, or if you were, like, if that's your mom or somebody in your family. I have no idea. It's not for me to know. But there's something about a surrogate, and it seems like a really happy outcome, like a really positive outcome. But it feels really strongly, all the chills, something to do with like a birth. And it might not be surrogate. It could be adoption. It could be. But it's something where the birth mother and the delivery of the child, like there's some difference there. Okay, so it could be adoption, it could be a surrogate, it could be like two same-sex, like a same-sex couple that they're considering which parent to have the baby. Let's just, any one of those scenarios, okay? But regardless, it's like a pretty happy outcome. But also, it feels like it's anything after that is unknown. We're not seeing into the future of anything other than the birth itself. Like getting to the birth part of this has been a good experience, pretty positive. Now, when I say positive, it might mean that even if you're, like, say you were adopted and you're questioning, who are my birth parents? And it's really agonizing. Just know that whatever that was, it was done out of love. Yeah, I got all the chills. It was like a big, you were the result of a massive amount of love. Okay, so, oh man. Okay, so maybe this is for you if you were adopted or part of a surrogate pregnancy or part of IVF. Let's go there too. That could be that. But it was you're the result of like so much love. So never question that, okay? Oh God, I got all the chills. I feel like somebody here is like searching about their birth. It's all the good feelings. I mean, right now it may not feel good if you're not connected with your parents, whatever parents, birth or otherwise, biological or otherwise, but just know like you were born out of love, like so much. There's so much love here. Okay. Oh, I just blew the leaves around. I want to see what else is jumping out at us. Forgive the delays. Like I said, I'm new to this, so I'm going to be a little slower. Something, if this is about a birth, and you know what I wonder now, in hindsight, if the path, maybe this was IVF also, like, again, these pieces of this story the individual pieces could be meant for specific people, and then maybe this overall story is meant for even a subset of people. But I feel like this path toward birth, it has been, like, different obstacles have been placed in the way, whether that's health or otherwise. And so something has said that, like, even though the path has been really hard and even emotionally and physically draining in some way, like physically challenging, the outcome is or will be very positive. Okay, so, man, I feel like all of that is connected. And then again, the past thing about kidneys and like health, that came out of my mouth for a reason. So still, for those of you who resonated with that, take what resonates. And for the others, if it's related to birth and all of that, like the path may have been challenging to get there, but it's beautiful. It's like a beautiful outcome, just so beautiful, or made like done with the intentions of such a beautiful intention. But regardless, right here at the center of this is big, big transformation for any of you this resonates for. And something is coming full circle or coming to a completion or coming to a revelation. Okay. So if you're searching for your birth parents, it's saying like there's rosy outcome here, and you might be close to that end of that process. Man, this is weird. I'm so sorry. I don't know like why this is even a thing, but I'm getting all the chills every time. It feels like we're right on track, just like I do in my tarot readings. So, I want to see if there's any last message before we wrap up. Yeah, everything here is saying look to your past. There are clues there that will help you with whatever's on your mind. There's clues in the past. Oh wait, there's something here I'm feeling too. There's something about dolphins for someone. What's coming to me is through this process, the underlying feeling that will get you through whatever is to bring a playfulness to whatever you're doing, you know, whether it's your work or just your everyday life outlook. Something is saying like to infuse, just like to bring in the playfulness. And even if you have to Google, like, how do I do that if I'm not feeling playful? Ask ChatGPT, seriously. How do I infuse playfulness into my everyday life? Please ChatGPT that. I'm getting a good, strong feeling. Like, sometimes we need ChatGPT to just like burst off the blinders, you know, and be like, oh, that is a possible idea. Okay, got it. Try it. But there's something big here saying, and there's a big Easter feeling, and I don't think about Easter. I'm not a big holiday person, and I know we're getting close to Easter, so that's why I'm saying this isn't why. But there's something about the beauty and the rebirth that happened. That's like the symbology of spring, these gardens, flowers, rebirth. In playfulness, there's something emerging here to say, like, look to your past for clues and bring in the playfulness. It's almost like bring in the playfulness from your youth when you look at whatever challenges you're facing right now. So, but you're undergoing a big transformation. You're seeking closure to something, and it's coming full circle. Like, there's definitely, that's at the heart of all of what I've said. I want to see if there's just one last thing, because I'm a curious person by nature. And I'll take a photo in case like that helps people read into their own interpretation. I feel a big feeling coming up from my stomach, and that's usually like something wanting to be birthed. Like, wait for it, wait for it. And my Reiki practitioner, I was doing this with her, and I was like, she's like, ground yourself. So I like put my feet on the ground and like held the side of the, like pregnant people do when they're like giving birth. I was like, and actually, you know what? Putting my feet on the ground doesn't work for me. It almost takes things away for me. And this is just a little side note, because usually it has something to do with something when I start talking. Like, I actually am more in tune with my intuition, like my higher self coming through when I lift my feet off the ground. Isn't that weird? And so then it really had me question this whole assumption we have in our spiritual culture about ground yourself, to anchor in stuff. Well, grounding is good for some things, but for my practice here, I almost need to be ungrounded so I can flow more. You know what I mean? So I can be lighter. That's how I took it. I'm getting all the chills for myself this time. So there's something to do maybe with grounding in this and questioning assumptions. So I'm just going to leave that there in case that resonates for somebody. It's got all the chills. Oh, man. Is it somebody's birthday coming up? I want to know what it has to do with that. Maybe it's not birthday. Hold on. It's such a generic thing to say. Of course there's somebody's birthday coming up. No, you know, however far in the future it is. Let me get in the camera here. I'm just going to say, do the letters BD mean anything to anybody? It feels like a first name and a last name. Like it does feel like initials. Oh, hold on. I don't know. There's like oh gosh. Man, the more I do this, the more I feel like more physical feelings. I think I'm going to have to call it quits, but something is bigger here. Or not, maybe not necessarily bigger, but something else. Let me feel into this. I know this isn't exciting to watch this part of it. I feel like some of you, and maybe it's because of this push, like the path ahead, like this push mentality, like don't push through these barriers too quickly. We're going back to that first, like the path, like maybe you've always followed the natural path. I don't want to say easy, because you're a pusher, like you make stuff happen. But it's like this idea, like pushing through, and then doing the next thing right in front of you because that's the logical step. Like maybe a pretty logical person, that's fine. When something says there's like a reconfirmation here that pushing through the obstacles is only going to bring physical pain, and it probably has to do with the stress hormones, if nothing. And maybe it's actually actual physical pain from just like brute force, but that's usually like not a literal thing, I would say. But it's something something's kidney related. It's definitely to do with the back. So if somebody's having back pain, check it out. But it feels like this tendency to push is going to cause that physical discomfort if you don't stop and address and question, just why do I feel the need to push? What if I didn't push? Just do a what if. Like, what if I just let this thing go and I sidestepped it and carved this new path? And maybe that's the path to the past. Yeah. Like, what if I followed this path? What if I looked to my past to question this and a new path emerged? Then I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go that direction. I know that's very vague, but like our past does have clues as to like, it's a path forward, but it's by looking at these past circumstances in your life, emotions, maybe old traumas like childhood wounds, inner child healing, to explore all those things, whatever resonates with you, that will then be like, something gets lifted from you, and then it's like, oh my God, I have more options than I thought I had. Here's the one I really want to go follow. It might be life purpose stuff, because when we are pushing through one thing after the next, daily life, we don't really stop and think about our life purpose all that much. So this is saying like something's going to put a barrier in your road, in your path. Don't ignore it. Don't push through it. Question it. Do some inquiry. I think I'm going to have to leave it there. Woo! This was fun for me. I don't know about you. Okay, so I'm going to take a photo of this to upload as I don't know if I can do this on YouTube, just the big main photo. I don't know if you'll be able to see it for very long, but I wish YouTube had a place where I could add more attachments, so I'll add this on my Substack for sure. And then I think I'll pull a few more cards and actually add those to my Substack. So I'll create a link in the YouTube. So if you see a link below, it means go look at my Substack for any tarot meanings that came out of this, because I don't want to do it now because I gotta go and I've already taken way too much of your time. I'm gonna get faster at this, I swear, because it's something I'm really being called to do. Let me know if any of this resonated or if you have any questions at all. Okay, thanks for coming along on this wild journey. I really appreciate you and your support. Bye.